here for the setup. So we're glad you ate. What? Cringe? Is it cringe? No. Let me see. What is the next one?
Are we doing some intro? No.
Yes, but like, which one is the next one? Let me see. Which one? This?
The next one is that government institutions don't charge.
You did have to actually announce it, but like,
Okay. Are we talking about this?
I feel like we should. I mean, it's a continuation of the conversation, so yeah, why not?
Well, I don't think it's really that important.
Is it not?
Mm.
Have you been to Kenya though? You have, I know.
So you wanna roast Kenya?
It's not roast. If it was a roast,
Why do you want to think on Kenya? Weird that it's directed.
no, it's not. It's actually not. Hi guys. So thank you for joining us, and we're gonna have. Oh yeah, thank you for joining us. My name is Sharon.
I'm Marin.
He's Marin.
The channel goes by the name.
Sharon and Sharon. He's
Yeah.
Marin. I'm Sharon.
And who are we?
Stop.
We're people like you. We're not AI.
Okay, enough of the joke. So welcome to our late night live stream. Welcome to our late night live stream. So we have decided that we are going to continue with the conversation of the different life experiences between Kenya and Bulgaria, and I hope you enjoy this. And if you want to ask us any question, you're free to contribute to that. And yeah, just be respectful and let's keep it moving.
Okay, let's start.
I think you should be like switching to the other, like this side and that side. Like, can we have two tabs side by side?
No.
Is it possible? No.
I organized the interview here, sir.
Oh my lord. This power struggle. Okay, go on. Yeah.
Okay, so last time
Go
we
on.
finished with greetings.
Last time we finished with greetings.
Yeah, we talked about how people here don't greet strangers. Well, in Kenya
And like, they
They
don't
do.
just greet strangers, they don't greet anyone.
and in Uganda, the kids are like.
It's just them like showing respect for the elderly. It's not like worshipping or something. They just
But
like,
it looks cool. I'm gonna do this.
Well,
often. I'm gonna.
you're basically gonna make it weird, but go on. So and today where do we start?
We start with
I'm
your
trying to make myself
observation.
tea. I'm trying to make myself tea. Should be nice.
We start with your observation. By the way, this is us. We can show it to the camera. This is how I cook her.
That is us, the cat and the dog,
Yeah.
in another world.
Yeah.
Not this one. In this one, they just.
Yeah. It looks like the dog is choking the cat. It's not.
Yeah,
choking
he's
her.
always like smothering me, but it's okay. Yeah, so today what are we going to talk about, babe?
So first we start with your observation that
Yes.
here government institutions don't charge a lot. I know you have been to a lot of government institutions here, but you can say how it is in Kenya maybe.
Well, so, you know, like, first of all, trying to, like, make any document, especially in my case, like, when we were trying to, like, make the documents to move and all that stuff, it was a lot of hassle. And sometimes he would send me a document and the Kenyan side would be like, yeah, we want $100 for this. And I'll be like, what? and then I had to like send the documents back to him. You remember there was a time they wanted to charge us like 200 USD for one page translation?
Yeah.
Yeah. And like I had to send this document back to him, and when it got here, it was like 10 euros. You paid 10 euros.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like,
Do you know why? I can tell you.
Why?
How many translators in Kenya
But
translate from
it wasn't the fact that it
from
wasn't,
English to Bulgarian?
it wasn't the fact that it was Bulgarian, it was the fact that that is what they charge. They said it's not that it's Bulgarian.
Should have become a translator in Kenya. You would be rich.
Would I? Would I though? I mean, how many people are lining up to marry Bulgarians?
A lot.
Zero!
No, that's not true. We are very popular people.
You don't know the first thing people ask you when I tell them you're
You
Bulgarian.
know that Grigor Dimitrov is actually dating only foreigners? He's a popular guy.
I don't know who's this Grigor Dimitrov.
I told you, tennis player.
Okay, he's a tennis player. Makes sense. Anybody would want to date him. But then again, I don't know. Okay, but like, do you know how many people are lining up to marry Bulgarians? I don't think it's
Okay,
a lot.
next question.
No. I don't think it's a lot. I don't think it's a lot.
A lot.
And it's not like I'm throwing shade, but like he's trying to say like the reason I was being
You're
charged.
throwing shade. Do you see this?
Stop it. He's trying to say like the reason I was being charged all this money was because I was specifically looking for Bulgarian translator. Not true. Not true at all. But
Okay,
like,
sir.
so compared to the government charges on any government document officials, it's almost like I would say free. Like it's basically free, and I'm not complaining about that. I'm just saying like this is something that I've observed, that on my Kenyan side it costed more, always costed more, and it was never timely as well. But on his side, they always were affordable and they came out faster. Am I comparing these two governments and how they work? No, I'm basically just stating my
Your experience.
observation. Yes, I'm just
yes.
stating what I have observed. So don't say, oh, she now hates on Kenya because blah 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 blah.
No, she's
No.
a patriot. She doesn't.
I'm a
hate it.
patriot.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Okay, so what's our next question?
You also notice something else that people here change their ID cards.
Yes, this is something that I really wanted to talk about. So there was this time, I'm not gonna mention his name, but Kasongo said we need to start charging you guys for your IDs in Kenya, and people like, wow, like what do you mean?
What do you mean by charging?
Like he was like, they're gonna expire, and you're gonna have to wait, and you're gonna pay, and then after you pay, they're gonna come out. And Kenyans were like, what are you talking about?
That's how it works in Europe.
It's okay. Europe's economy is fine. How are you going to charge me for my ID and then take 3 months to process it?
Implies your economy is not fine.
This man. Come and rescue me, guys. I am blinking 3 times uncontrollably. Okay, so he said like we need to pay for our IDs, they need to have an expiration date, and Kenyans were furious. They were like, what do you mean? And he was like, yes, in Europe they do this thing, they pay for their IDs, when they expire they have to go and change. And we were like, we can't even get driver's license on time, police clearances on time, you charge us for that. And mind you, they also changed triple the price for if you lose your ID and you want to apply for it again.
Well, here you also pay a fine if you lose your ID.
It's a fine, and there was a fine, but
It's
making
not
it
fine. It's bad.
making it triple, babe, stop it. Making it triple the price or 10 times the price doesn't help it. It's still lost. So he was basically saying like, if you've lost your ID, we're gonna charge you like 20 USD to get a new one. And Kenyans were like, what are you talking about? You know, first of all, I waited for this ID for almost 1 year. Yeah, there was a time they were like, it's not working, the system, you know, the printers.
1 year.
Well, people waited for their passport for more than 3 years. So what do you think about
what do you do in that time when you don't have a passport?
They,
nobody.
They don't.
What if the police stop you?
Well, the police don't care.
They say you are nobody. We're fine.
We're gonna arrest you. Like you just like when you lose your ID, you go to the police station and you get something called an OB, and you're gonna be using that. In the meantime, saying I lost my ID and this is my waiting number, blah blah blah. I've reported to the police. Fine, but like I said, our government takes too much time and money, and they always come out here and compare everything with Europe and say, oh, this is working in Europe, you guys should adopt to this too. But then they forget that they're not empowering us enough.
But you are not Europe.
They're not empowering us enough to have the money that we can pay for all those things they keep adding prices to. So yeah, they do have expiring IDs. It's true. You don't stop becoming a citizen just because your ID is lost. But it doesn't take long, does it? When you go to renew your ID.
Yeah, it depends on the kind of delivery that you pay for. It could be like 1 month, it could be 1 week, it could be 3 days.
So depending on the delivery time that you're asking
like for. I'm always paying for 7 days. It's not that much more expensive than 30 days, and you get it next week.
You see, if my government tells you next week, it's about to be a whole 3 months.
It's about to be next year.
And like you don't go there yelling at them. They'll be like, well, madam, we only work here, you know? We're not in charge of that. We work here.
You know, we have this saying here in Bulgaria, in these government offices, not government, but like, you know, public service, this is not information.
Yeah, they're like, this is not new.
This is not information. We're not giving you information. Go away.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this is not information.
Wow. So like you have to go to Department
Remember
of what?
that song which I played you?
Which one?
Yeah, about where they were turning like people working in the public service that are corrupted into mice and exterminating them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, makes sense. Make a lot of sense now. So yeah, guys, so that is one thing that I've noticed with government services, payments, how things work. Well, if I was comparing it to Kenya, I have so many issues with how our government works, and it's a lot of issues, a lot of delays. People are always asking for accountability. Nobody wants to give them that. You're asking me to pay for something triple the price. I'm looking for a job. You want me to pay for police clearance. I don't know, prove that I've been doing something right, prove that I'm not in the...
Prove that you are right.
Yes, like...
Isn't it like...
Yeah, like basically when you're looking for a job...
You're innocent till proven wrong.
Shut up. When you're looking for a job, you have to pay these things like medical papers.
Here is the same, by the way.
I know, but like, this somebody is already like broke, they have no job, okay?
And they can pay.
And obviously they can't pay at the moment. And at that time, you find that these prices are literally adding up. So by the time they even finish applying for that job with all the money they have spent, and then you tell them, unfortunately, you are not the lucky few. We already filled that position. So guys, that is all that I can say. I know I yap a lot, so I might take too long on one thing. But
yeah, so the next thing is on your specialty food. What can you say about food in Kenya and food in Bulgaria? You're gonna say a lot. I know.
No. I'm not complaining about the food.
I'm not complaining, but...
I didn't say bad, sir.
But...
Okay, so about the food here.
Okay, next question.
No, what are you talking about?
Next question.
Okay, so somebody called Gisafa, right? Gisafa.
Hi.
Gisafa said hi. Hi, Gisafa. Shout out to you. welcome to the live stream. So yeah, you guys can ask us also questions. You don't have to just watch.
Don't be shy.
Don't be shy. Like hit the subscribe button, hit the like button.
Send me a shout out. He wants us to shout.
But I did.
It's late. We
Yourself,
cannot shout. We cannot shout
Baby,
here.
stop. So hi, yourself. Shout out to you. Welcome to the live stream. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much. You can also ask us any questions and we will be answering them while we proceed. So yeah, on government issues, I think I'm done with those. On food, guys, on food issues, on food, comparing food. I am going to be honest, okay? Foods in Africa are tasty. Guys, don't be lied to. And I said what I said, okay? But also, listen, let me finish. Let me finish. Okay, so foods in Europe, especially the meat department, they are soft. I don't know why they're soft.
You have eaten all around Europe.
I have eaten beef, I have eaten chicken, I have eaten pork, have I had turkey?
Yeah.
I have it, but I haven't cooked it, and I have duck also in the fridge. Quack quack, duck, that one. Yeah, I have it in the fridge. So I'm yet to try the turkey and the duck. Yeah, and I'm gonna say something that he hates. Romanian chicken is tasty. Here we. So there's Romanian chicken and there's chicken from France.
French chicken is not tasty.
French chicken is tasty. I have tried Bulgarian chicken and I'm not on you.
You have tried Bulgarian chicken?
Didn't you say the last I've been eating was Bulgarian? Where were they from?
Which?
Oh my goodness.
The beef is Spanish.
No, I didn't say beef. I didn't say
Spanish,
beef.
I'm not sure.
I didn't say beef. And you're the same person who just called, you tried to call me out like, you said, oh, you've eaten all the meats from Europe? Right.
Okay, sir.
Right. So, foods in Africa have, for me, I mean, for them, they're probably like, this is us. This is how this should taste like. This is how this should be. But the minute you have tried something from Africa, which you have,
yeah, it was tasty.
it was tasty. He's just shy to admit it loudly. Like,
Okay.
we would magnify what he just said, but he's like, yes, it was tasty. Let's move on. No, foods from Africa are tasty. I don't know if it's because most of them are still organic. Yes, don't come for me, but I don't know.
Organic.
Tasty because we have free roaming chickens. We also have those ones that are.
Yeah, here we put chickens in jail according to you.
They have jails for chicken. I'm just kidding, but they do. Yeah. So basically, in terms of food, fruits. I know you're gonna say they're not all from Bulgaria, but fruits from here, mangoes.
Mangoes are definitely from Bulgaria.
The mangoes are Bulgarian? Of course not. Yeah, they import them, but I don't think they're importing them from Africa. They're not tasty, guys. Don't eat the mangoes. If you must, just eat it, but fine. But like the mangoes are not tasty. Apparently they're.
Because they have traveled half of the world.
They have traveled half of the world, babe. I almost called them babe. But like, yo, I ate avocados from Kenya. I still have them here.
Yeah.
They're tasty. Avocados from South Africa, still tasty. So you can't tell me because they traveled half across the world, that's why the mangoes changed the taste. Liar. Yeah. Okay, so the fruits, if you go to the supermarket, they're always written from which country they come from. African fruits, still tasty. Even if they got on that cargo and they got here, they're tasty. The meats from here, they're soft. From Romania, the chicken. In France, I don't know what they did. I don't know what they did, but the chicken is still tasty. It's literally the closest thing to African chicken. Okay, I love it. Meat, pork, beef, pork. And also, I don't know why it is so hard to get beef in local supermarkets here.
You can get in specific shops.
Well, he says we can get them in specific shops, but like we have to go to this big supermarket,
Not
like a
only, there are other
wholesale
places.
thing.
There are other places, but I'm not sure if you like also the beef in there.
Oh yeah, and they eat horses, guys. Not cool, I know. And what was that? Somebody says they ate kangaroo.
No, we don't have kangaroos here.
Yes, imported. They ate that.
Imported kangaroo.
Yes, and you've been laughing that people are eating the cats and the dogs from Trump's
Springfield.
from
From Springfield.
Trump's campaign speech.
They're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs. They're
Okay,
eating the pets
So,
of the people that live
they're
there.
basically eating the pets here. Why are you eating horses? I feel sad for the
Well,
horses.
horses are not pets.
Horses are good people.
Horses are people too.
I know, they have feelings. Just like this dog and this cat, they look human, right? In another life. Yeah, so I think we are done with the food, right?
Yeah. Another topic that you roast Europe on is about how early entertainment finishes here.
Oh my god, guys, don't get me started. Where is that?
Where is what?
So, I don't care what anybody says.
Liar.
God, he calls me out so fast. This is Pamela Okonu. Is it Okonu? Okonu. Hi Pamela. Shout out to you. Kelson Bola said hi. Hi Kelson, shout out to you. Welcome to the live. Please guys, do subscribe, do like the video so that YouTube can keep pushing it to other people, so that we can get the traffic and we can keep moving. So like I was saying, when I was in Kenya, you guys know East Africa is the capital of no sleep. People are always going on trips.
I thought South Africa is the capital of Africa.
No. When you start arguing on South Africa, Nigeria, and South Africa, Kenya, Nigeria, we're not gonna finish this war. So
No, I was
let's
saying
just
that you
say,
know that these people who think South Africa is the capital of Africa.
yeah, people think South Africa is the capital of Africa. Crazy, but let's move on.
Yeah.
So when it comes to entertainment, they close the restaurants at 10, sometimes at 9.
10 mostly. Some work
Mostly
until
10.
11. Some work until 11.
Liar.
Well, you know which restaurant works until 11. I'm not, you know.
When it continues to 11, you're often gonna pass and see people basically sitting outside while the restaurant team is closing the doors. I have seen that. Yeah, and
Some do work
and
until
I have
11.
worked in hospitality, so like we know those are like late night guests, last minute guests, and we are always allowed to like let them sit outside, and whichever time they want to leave, they can leave, but like you're not allowed to chase them. So they do the same thing.
Chase them with the
Babe,
with guts.
okay, so so when it comes to entertainment, these people are sleeping at 10. When I wake up in the morning,
See
Well-
if you can tell in the evening or the morning.
no, you sleep at 10 at night. Like,
Who is sleeping?
well, basically, they're not sleeping.
Who?
Wait, basically, they're not sleeping, but there's no such thing as entertainment going on. I haven't seen any events happening around me.
Because you haven't
If they're
walked
happening,
around a lot.
if they're happening,
They
they're
are
happening
happening.
mostly in major cities, but other cities, not as much. So we have a place where you don't get to hear any music or any restaurants or clubs playing music. And if you do happen to walk into these clubs, my lord, this is even worse. There's like 20 people.
Which clubs?
Who wants to go to a
How
club?
many
Like,
cl- how
you
many
remember?
clubs
You
in-
remember that place when we went last, and there was karaoke, and there was like 5 people watching one person sing.
You want everyone to sing at the same time. It's gonna
No,
be crazy, you know.
no. Like you have something as fun as karaoke, and there's only 5 people in the entire bar. That is usually an event.
You should go to Germany, really.
Well, he does say in Germany they sleep at 7. Fine.
No, everything there, like, besides these big supermarkets, which close at 8, everything closes at 6.
Did you guys hear that? A supermarket closing at 8.
At 8, and this is the latest. And restaurants, a lot of them close by 8, by 9. And Germans just go to sleep early, like 9, 10, because they start work at 6 in the morning.
Yeah, and we start work at what time? Sir.
Well, people value their sleep. I mean, if they don't sleep, they
They
cannot
be-
function.
They become grumpy.
We both know a guy that needs at least 8 hours per sleep at night, so he goes to sleep at 10, and he's very grumpy if he hasn't slept enough. And he's a big fan of Germany, like German way of life of
Yeah.
waking up like
At 5?
yeah, and going to bed very early.
Okay, yeah. So he says like in Germany it's worse, but it still doesn't excuse it, yeah. In Kenya you have these road trips every weekend. People are going somewhere. People are going to the beach. People are going.
It's the same here.
It just doesn't. It
I mean,
doesn't.
a lot of
It
people
doesn't give this atmosphere of.
Europeans travel a lot. I mean, our passports are strong. We can go to countries
You
without
can,
it.
but you know why they make your passport strong? So that you can at least try having some fun, which
No.
you still don't.
Because we have money and can spend them.
That is literally like saying because you're human you can walk around, right? Yeah. There's also people with money in Africa. They still don't go to bed at 8, okay? I mean, at least not all of them. So, basically, there is no fun events happening. And I've always wondered, like, how is it that when there's an event, you guys are just packed in a stadium? It makes sense now. People are always looking out for what is the next event, when is he gonna come? In Kenya, we can have events from Monday to Sunday, and people will still attend.
You say so that we have no events.
Yeah, we have
We
Luo
just have-
we have Luo festivals, we have Luya festivals, Kamba, Kisi, like all around, and people will still attend. And here, the loudest thing I hear when I go to sleep is some people racing against each other on the highway.
That's a kind of fun.
We do that too. We still do that.
For some young people here, that's fun. Like,
Well,
people here are obsessed with cars. A lot
so
of them,
basically what I'm saying, we also have people with those cars there, and they
yeah,
do
like
that.
10 of them.
Or, my God, who is this man? No, actually, no. There's a huge number of Kenyans with expensive vehicles there. Oh yeah, before I even go further, they even have events for the type of cars people drive. And they would organize these events for
We
like,
have that here as well.
well, I've never seen it.
Because I have never taken it there.
Because it has to be outside this second biggest city in Bulgaria.
Yeah.
Why?
It's
Why?
so- well,
Why
people go
can't
to
any event
people
be
go to
around
tracks
here?
because people go to tracks and drag and race there, not in the city. There are some that gather in the city at night, and especially in smaller cities where it's less police and anything. But
Yeah, he's saying this while also saying
I
yes, they
think
need
people can-
enough sleep.
I think people can hear what I'm saying.
Wait, that's what I'm saying.
It's not about sleep.
you're basically
It's not about sleep. You know here
you're
it's,
basically
you know here racing in the streets is illegal, right?
I know it's illegal everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's basically saying they don't sleep, while also saying like, oh yeah, he literally said they do want to sleep on time because they need to wake up tomorrow early for work. But he's also still saying like there's also those events at night, which is contradicting what he's actually
Well,
saying.
it's usually like for young people, students, teenagers, early 20s or something, which are not working still. They are in university or at school, and
Yeah, so all this aside, there's something that I've also noticed, which is not very common in Africa. I don't know, it's because we start seeing the dark from 6 at night, like the darkness just comes in from 6 in the evening. So here, basically during summer, the sun leaves us at around 9, 10, right?
no.
9 headed to 10 there, so in between there. So basically, everybody and their cats would be in the streets up to 11 at night. I used to video call this man, sir,
Mm.
at 11, and he was like, I'm going home. And I'm like, from where? And he was like, well, it's hot. People are walking outside. And the
Yeah.
first time I came during summer, people were literally walking out. And I was like, what do you mean? It's almost midnight. And people are still walking outside. So basically, people are walking outside, but there's no event happening.
Well, just people gather and talk to each other.
Yeah, apparently during summer this is okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is something that I've also observed. Okay, so in terms of events and people, yeah, so I know a lot of people are going to be like, do you mean that it's boring? Is that what you're talking about? No, again, I'm just stating my observations. This is what I have seen. I have had friends, even from my past gym, who I have told this and they're like, you are not serious. And I'm dead serious. And I'm telling them this while they're going for like road trips and they're going for these events every weekend. There's always something happening. I don't think they have that culture here. That's what I'm saying.
It doesn't. Or just you married such man that doesn't really like that events.
No. Like, babe, if
You
you
know,
want,
here we have such also different kinds of events that probably are not common in Africa, like theaters, like operas.
yeah.
For example, opera is
I
not
mean,
common in
I know we
Africa.
don't have operas, but we do have people going to theater.
Well, theater isn't as common as in Europe.
Well, still,
I mean, here in summer, especially every day, there is some kind of theater. Like today, I noticed on this ancient theater,
Yeah.
you know, that big thing on the hill above.
yeah,
There is live theater there.
outside.
Yeah, outside. There are events here, like we just don't go to them because they're in Bulgarian.
But honestly, even if they were in Bulgarian, and I know my husband is trying to defend their country and their culture and
I
everything,
mean,
which I am literally
if you
saying,
knew Bulgarian,
which I'm
we could
literally
go.
saying I'm not like against and I'm not like fighting it. I'm just saying they're not as common as what we have.
Probably, I don't know.
Yeah, we could be having like 3 things in a row on a day. Like,
But you also live in a city that is almost the size of Bulgaria.
makes sense, okay? But even with that, we even have events in local places. Musicians would be saying, I am going on road trip, I'm gonna walk all over Kenya, and they do this. And they're not talking going to big stadiums, they're talking going to small villages.
We also have the chamber singers, for example, go to smaller towns, even to some villages. If they are paid, they go.
Well, I guess,
Also
I
say
guess,
about the clubs here, and the rule about the clubs here, how they need to be
well,
away
they
from
also
living
they
grounds.
also have rules about clubs, which makes sense. So they're not allowed to be in residential areas, right?
Well, far from living space.
They are supposed to be far from living space, which I'm sorry, Nairobi should have been like that. But no, every upcoming urban area in Nairobi has a club, a restaurant. People, there was a time I was working in this restaurant, and these foreigners who lived in the apartment next to us would constantly come from the, I don't know, 12th floor or 20th floor to come down and say, oh, the music is too loud, you guys need to reduce the music. And the people would just look at them like, and they were like, we know we have to go to work tomorrow, please reduce the music. Like, basically they were not doing enough to actually, for lack of better words, I would say they did not care at all about the people who live there. Like right now, if you listen outside, you can hear any insect crawling on the ground.
Or people shouting on the street.
Or people shouting on the street, or cars passing.
Because people here shout.
But if I was in Nairobi, I would either be hearing some music on Gong Rescos playing loud, an event is happening there.
Here we have laws against that, right?
Yeah.
Because in Europe we have laws against noise after
a certain time.
Between 10 and 6 and 2 and 4 in the afternoon, 10 and 6 at night, or 10 and 7 at night, and 2 and 4 in the afternoon. Everything loud is not allowed.
Anything,
I mean playing music, like doing renovations, stuff like that. It's not allowed.
Renovations are not allowed?
Yeah, with this
construction machines and all that?
Yes.
Guess what, guys? That's when Kenyans are working a lot in construction.
At night.
At night. Yeah, like that was somebody on the street just... Sounds like a gunshot, but it's not. I don't know if you can hear it, but
okay,
yeah.
So, but here, like, we have working hours which are at day, so people working at day.
You do know we work in the day too, right?
Yeah, we work day and night.
Day and night, basically. So yeah, guys, so that's my observation. What's our next thing?
You said that parking is different.
Okay, so
Yeah, it's very fun.
this is gonna sound like I am really roasting Nairobi, but we have places you can't park, okay? We have oh, this guy, okay. So we have, I will translate to you later.
Okay.
So we have these places in Nairobi where you can park, okay? But you have to let somebody watch your car. You can just park and walk away. How dare you? What do you think this is? Like, you can just leave your car and like, oh bye, I'm gonna go. Oh, you're gonna come back to either the side mirrors are missing or somebody just popped in and took your batteries from the car or something. Yeah, but here, I have seen him park numerous times in paid spaces, unpaid spaces that were literally like 10 minutes, 15 minutes walk from where we were going. And we would come back and like a lot of people also have parked there. A lot of people also have parked there. And there's like, nobody's touching anybody's thing. Okay, I don't know about the capital city, which is Sofia. I am assuming it's the same so that people in Sofia don't come for me. But
Well, in general,
you can't do that in Nairobi. Basically, you can't do that in Nairobi.
in general, you should be careful. A bit careful if you park in residential areas and your registration number is not local.
Oh yeah. Also, they do have this number plate that say like where you're from. I think this I
Where
have
your
seen
car
it
is from, yeah.
like where your car is from. I have seen this with Americans in I
Yeah,
think
just like American
yeah,
states, yeah.
they have these plates for states.
Yeah.
So they have
We
the
have,
same
we
thing.
have for regions, yeah.
But they have for regions. So basically he's saying if your number plate is saying a place different than where you park, people would automatically know you're not from there. But still, I've never seen anybody's car being robbed or broken into.
Robbed or broken, no, you can have your glass cleaners lifted, you can have some note on your car with some dirty words, but that's it, like, they won't rob your car or something like
You
that.
see, like they wouldn't try to do that, but I don't think you should do that in Nairobi. Yeah, always park where either it's a paid parking, monitored, or basically where somebody is watching your car. Like even for events, if we have events, we always have to pay people to be in the parking lot. Even at church, there's people who are assigned to parking lots. Yes. Nairobians have woken up to apartments that they pay rent for I'm not talking about ghetto or wild places, very expensive apartments, and they can't find their car because somebody stole it literally in the parking lot of a gated apartment that is
Yeah.
not cheap.
So what she's saying, you don't go to Kenya, your car will be stolen.
Don't say, I'm not, sir, sir, I'm not saying that. But like, honestly,
Watch your car.
watch your car. If you're gonna park somewhere, make sure there's somebody watching it.
Park and hide in the bush to watch your car.
Well, no, but like, just park where you either see there's a paid parking, somebody's watching, it's taken care of, or just use a public transport. You're safe, you know? Yeah, so in terms of that, that's what I would say. Yeah, and like, I hope, like, you guys don't feel like I'm roasting Kenya for this, but I was on your side on entertainment, remember? And I was still being honest. So this is just another version of what is different here and what is different there. So yeah. And also, I don't think they pay a lot for parking like we do, babe.
Well, €1.
They pay
Per hour,
€1
per
per
hour.
hour, like 100 bob. Our city council would have already said, no, you've been here more than that. Pay me more. Okay, so what's our next?
So next
question?
thing is, you said that here it's hard for you to find lotions or oil for the skin.
Guys, if you're coming to a European country,
Bring your lotions.
stop killing my vibe. So, if you're coming to a European country as an African person, come with your Vaseline. Make sure it's like a lot.
A lot.
You can pack it in your checked-in bag. Bring your lotion, okay? Bring your lotion. They don't apply lotion. They have a lot of them. A lot of people here don't use lotions. I didn't even know why people didn't use lotions until I met this man. So clearly,
This man doesn't use lotions.
this man doesn't even use Nivea for men. This man just bathes and walks out. Which to me is like, what do you mean? What are you talking about? So bring your lotion, bring your Vaseline. Yeah, and I went to buy Vaseline at some, I don't even know, was it a cosmetic? I would call it a cosmetic because they had like these fancy special oils for everything. And they sold me Vaseline in a tube that looked like, you know how the toothpaste comes in the toothpaste tube thing? So I was sold Vaseline in that, and I tried not to act weird because otherwise I would have said, what is this? Please, I needed the normal Vaseline. But no, I was like, oh, it's fine, it's okay. So these people sold me Vaseline in a tube, like toothpaste, and that was the Vaseline they had. So it clearly wasn't enough. Like one squeeze, you know how they do the tubes, they're like empty on the bottom and like whatever. So yeah, bring your Vaseline, bring your shea butter for the skin. Basically, bring everything that is African. I am serious. If you're going to a European country that doesn't really have a lot of Africans, don't just bring your spices. Bring your self-care.
Be spicy.
Bring your spices, bring your
Lotions.
self-care, anything.
And bring your car.
Because remember,
Because it will get stolen.
if they live in Nairobi,
And bring your entertainment too.
yes, do that. But honestly, like just
And bring your food.
because like if you can't find, if
And
you
bring
go
your greetings.
if you go to a place where your people are not, their needs are not in demand because there's no market for that, or how do you expect to find that? You know, like I settled for these lotions and the Vaseline because I was like, I was already using that in Kenya, so I wasn't gonna go like, I find whatever. But they have all these oils for cellulites, and they can take the cellulites out. Who would have thought? Yeah. Also, one thing I've noticed about everything that is here, well, let me just say they are selling us fakes in Africa, but if they sell you, like I bought Vaseline that, no, I bought Vaseline that is the original classic one, the one that has no smell or whatever, and it felt different even in the palms compared to Vaseline in Africa, which makes you wonder, why is Vaseline making different consistency with oils in Europe and things they sell in Africa? Feels like they're just selling us counterfeit in Africa, which is not fair at all. And I also bought Vaseline, the lotion, the cocoa butter, the brown golden thing, you know it, that one. Tell me why I'm seeing more cocoa butter in that container than it is in Africa. Yeah, it's actually very consistent. Like you can tell. Even when you apply it, it doesn't look like it's evaporating or you're over sweating and you're just running out of moisture on your skin. It's the real thing. So basically, we are getting counterfeit in Africa for all these things. Shame, because we are the biggest market. Big shame. And we are also not getting value for our money, yet we are being charged almost as expensive as it is here. I doubt it's even expensive here because the demand is not that high. Anyway, that's all I can say on that. But bring your spices, bring your lotions. If you have something authentic like shea butter, bring that because you're not gonna find it anyhow. And if you do find it, it might be way too expensive. Like there's this place that I used to buy shea butter for 1 kg. It was like 10 USD for 1 kg, which is a lot. It was like this huge bottle, and it was raw shea butter. I'm sure I can't find raw shea butter here with that price. Neither can I find really raw shea butter. Yeah, so that's all I can say on that. Next. So
that's it in our list.
We did.
Yeah, we finished.
Yo, guys, we finished. My lord, I wonder. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope, depending on the response on this, we can keep this going for a long time. We can try and have this late night conversations with you guys. If this is something that you enjoyed, please do give us a thumbs up. Do subscribe to the channel. It's a shame that none of you actually asked us any questions,
yeah,
but
nobody cares.
yeah, it's a shame that nobody actually asked us any questions. We were really hoping for some more questions. But as far as the differences between Bulgaria and Kenya, in my experience, because he's been to Kenya but not for like a huge period of time, so he can't really speak much of it. And the whole time he was there, he was guarded like...
Okay, don't dox me.
He was guarded like Bill
Yeah,
Gates. He was guarded like a billionaire.
From the lions that roam the streets.
Like they were basically telling him, oh, you don't go outside. You know, if somebody approach you and ask you for your wallet, give it and walk away. Don't be a hero. Yeah, so he didn't have the chance to go to Nairobi clubs and have the real entertainment. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. What did you like to say, sir?
We finished.
Yeah.
You're not.
Yes, we finished. Can we send like a shout out to anybody we did not send hi shout out to? I think we did say to Jasafa.
Yeah, I think we did to everyone.
There was Kelson Bola. I think I said hello.
Yeah.
Shout out to you. There's Patrick 123rd. Patrick is Kenyan. Says Kenyans can lie. Which ones? Me, sir. Nah, not cool. I'm not lying though. I'm not lying. I will tell you what that means. He's just playing. So this is it. And okay, I can't read that because I don't know what the hell it's talking about. So guys, thank you so much for watching.
Thank you.
Have yourselves a lovely night. There's a lot of people who are waking up right now. Good morning. Good morning, sir. So good night, enjoy the rest of your night, enjoy the rest of your morning, the rest of your evening, the rest of your afternoon. For us it's a night and we're gonna go to bed. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up.
Someone said hi in the
And Rosaria
Kauto.
Kauto,
Yeah.
I don't know if you're lifting your arm to ask a question or you're saying hi.
Hi.
So I'm just gonna say hi, Rosaria. Welcome to the live
Hi
stream.
from Mozambique.
Oh, you're watching us from Mozambique. That is so exciting, Rosaria. Thank you so much for being here. Unfortunately, you came in when we were actually ending the conversation because we were.
But you can watch the video later.
But you can watch the video after because we're going to upload it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. We are going to do more dive into these conversations in diversity and talking about basically different things, not always comparing Kenya to, you know, Bulgaria.
Yeah.
But we
Sometimes we can compare Kenya to Bulgaria.
Some-
Don't forget.
sometimes we can compare. Stop joking, babe. But like honestly, thank you guys so much for watching. We are really trying to have this live stream where we tell you about ourselves, and that I think will be probably on the next live stream.
Maybe next time.
Yeah, that's probably something we're thinking of to do on the next live stream.
If there is people who are interested.
But like we have this thing where we do live and then we do this voting thing where people tell us if they want us to do something. So we are always like having these questions under any live stream, and we're asking people like, would you like to see this? Would you like to see that? And people have a vote on it, and depending on the vote, we decide if we're gonna do it or not. So thank you so much.
Sorry, I'll send you kisses.
And Rosario sent me kisses. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have
Thank
yourself a good evening, good night, and good afternoon from wherever you are.
Good morning.
From us, bye.
Bye.